I know I haven't seen you guys for a while since we did the raffle and everything. I've been real busy. I got all the raffle boxes boxed up, ready to go. Still waiting on the money from PayPal to be transferred here, so I have some shipping cash. Uh, we're gonna start a new series with you guys. We're gonna do what's in the box reviews. Um, you guys will be able to see still pictures um, on scaledworld.net, but I was going to go a video over a video feed with you guys on maybe some kit reviews. Today, this right here is a new kit to me. It's the Sprinter Torino BZG, and at first I was totally lost and confused on what this was. Um, um, I purchased this. I got it fairly cheap. I seen another few of these on sale across eBay, not eBay, Facebook, for around 15 to 20 bucks. I really wanted to pick one up. I caught this one in a Facebook auction, and at first I didn't even realize that it said Torino. I seen Sprinter BZG and thought, man, I haven't seen one of those. What the heck is it? And I didn't realize it's a Toyota AE11. So we'll look at some of the box, see if it will focus for us, guys. Um, it is a Fujimi kit, 1/24 scale. It's going to have all your Japanese writings on it. Um, we'll see when this model was produced here later on. And this is the box. It's ID 44. Like I said, the Fujimi. Um, Fujimi Europe. It says here on there, but it comes from Belgium. All right, and then once you open the box. I already looked at this because some pieces were loose in the bags. Um, the chrome, the chrome comes like this. You'll get these set of wheels and tires. You got your polyene. You have your polyene urethane caps, your mirror inserts, and the exhaust tip. So the exhaust tip looks fairly decent. Here's your back of the wheels. It says made in Japan. Maybe the box is just made in Belgium. And then here's the wheels. I probably won't use the wheels. I do love these stock tires from Fujimi, Aoshima, and Tamiya. I like making my own low profiles out of them. Got a nice looking tread, and then usually I just sand them down to make my own low profile style. So we got that, and then like I said, the back of the mirrors, and then the exhaust. The mirrors ain't too good. I'll probably sand these down, and I'll put foil on them. But that's that. And then I don't know why, but to me, almost all the kits that I've ever gotten that have the pop-in poly caps always seem to have two sets in there. So that's that. I like I said, some pieces were floating around when I got it. Here's the body, and again it has the chassis plate. The front bumper was loose. It has a chassis pan, pretty plain if you ask me. Pretty neat though that all the drivetrain and the last of the exhaust is separate, but pretty much it's bland. I mean, it gives you some definition, but it doesn't have a whole lot of detail to it. And it is the kind that pop in. The chassis does pop in. You have your famous rear mount, and then the all too common front mount with those little pieces. Then they stick right there and into that, and then into those. Um, Body looks pretty decent. I like this little car. Kind of, if you took this, if you took your fingers went over this, kind of looks like an Acura, but it's not a bad looking little car. Don't like the way the sunroof is an option, but it's printed up really high. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can see how basically it's printed up high, and they got it grooved in enough to where you can easily cut the sunroof out. I think it'd take more body work to hide this than it would be to put the roof in it. So it's you can definitely feel it. Trunk looks good. It comes with a fin. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it doesn't have any holes or mount, so you can build this without the fin. The rear bumper comes molded in, has some, has your trunk lock, has your door handles. It's kind of hard. I can't tell if it's a metallic black or blue. It's just so deep, and I don't like the swirl in it. So either way, it has to have a paint job. But the front bumper is separate. The rear bumper is molded in. The front bumper is separate, and this was the piece that was loose in the bag when I got it. And then again, they mount like this, so you're going to have some cleanup to do right here, as you can see, and right here. And then I like it how the headlight buckets, or right there, they're molded into the bumper. Going to take some genuity to get it to fit. I've noticed if you go straight off the body lines like this, there's some gaps. You got a really nasty gap about at the hood, like that. To me, that's too much. So you're gonna have to do some filing and getting some of that stuff set. See the gap, so you got to do some trimming to get some of that stuff set up in there. It only comes with a right-hand drive. It will only come with the right-hand drive. There's your mirrors. Here's your rear suspension and wipers. Here's your front suspension. Now it comes with the rear. It comes with the rear windshield, rear window wiper, but the glass didn't show to have a hole in it. So maybe it's just one of those options that you don't have to use. So there's really only 2 sprues, 3 sprues, 1 chrome sprue, 1 plastic sprue. The front seats are hollow. Got your emergency brake. You got 2 different style gear shifters if you want. One is for the automatic version. One's going to be for your 4 or 5 speed. Then you have your brakes, more of your front suspension, the rest of your rear exhaust, and then your post for your wheels. The back seats are textured, and the front seats are textured, but the floor is smooth, and the door cards are very plain. If you guys can't see that, there's like no detail at all in any of the door cards. And then let's slowly open this glass. Guys, remember when you're dealing with these foreign kits, they are sealed with a staple. Please remove that before you remove your clear parts. You don't want a nasty gouge going in there. Then here's the windows. It's going to have your rear window defrost lines in there. And then it has some shading, you know, for your black work that a lot of the windows do. They're your front. But as you can see, even though it comes with the rear wiper for the rear window, there is no hole. And there is no hole on the body. So you don't have to use that rear wiper. And then right here's your lights. You're going to have your front lights, your tail lights. They don't give you a whole lot of detail in the lights either, so you're going to have to do a lot of painting detail. And this right here is your side, your front fog lights. I recommend you guys, whenever you're inspecting your kit, put your clear parts either back in the shipping package or wrap them up in paper towel, so that way they don't get scuffed and damaged before you get to build it. Alright, now let's see, here's your decal sheet. I'm gonna leave those in there, but it shows your BRG. See, it has a BZG and a BZ5 or V. Then it has all that. Now it's just air in the bags, but the decals look okay, I hope. It's just it's just the look of the bag, because you can see once I peel the bag up. And got your gauges, and then you got some Japanese plates. Then you got in the white lettering, I can't even tell what that says, guys. And you got one Toyota emblem. And then the decal sheets. And let's see what the instructions look like. Put all this back in there. Me and Marcus Williams was bidding on this. It was cheap enough that I got it to see what it was. And I tried to find the other kit to get it and see if Marcus wanted it, and I think it's already been had, because I messaged the guy and got no response of the guy who actually owns the other kit on Facebook that I seen. But it's a neat little kit. I would build this a couple times, you know, a few different ways. Here it is with the chassis in there. Good fitment, no gaps. Would like to size it up on some wheels. We'll look at the wheels here in a minute. So looking through the instruction sheet, I can't see a year on it, like what year the kit was made. I see this 421-1 Torio, but that's an address. Let's see, then right here's the Europe address. I can't see no publication date. But down here it has your parts call out. If you guys aren't familiar with the Fujimi kits, right here's your parts call out, your title, a whole bunch of read the manual before you start assembling. Make sure that the kit is complete with all the parts. After taking out the parts from the plastic bag, tear up the plastic bag. Little child may wear it over his head only to be suffocated. Use a nipper or cut parts off. Smooth off the excess portions with the knife or file. Take care not to cut your finger, hand, or foot when handling a nipper, knife, file, etc. During or before assembling the kit, be careful of all the sharp edges on the parts or burr due to improper forming of metallic and plastic parts. They may cut your finger, hand, or foot if carelessly handled. Wear gloves. Number 6 says, while assembling the kit, place the parts and the cut off chips in a flat place out of the reach of little children. These pieces may cause suffocation if swallowed. They may also cause poisoning if licked or chewed. I never. It says may cause poisoning if licked or chewed. If you desire to use an adhesive, open up the window for sufficient amount of fresh air. Avoid using fire nearby. What's number 8 say? When parting and assembling the kit, open the window and keep the room well ventilated so that you may not be poisoned by gas. Also avoid making a fire nearby. And number 9, use a pair of scissors. Cut around the decal you wish to affix. Immerse the decal in water for about 20 seconds and then place it over the spot at which it is. Carefully slide out the base paper from under the decal, leaving the decal directly affixed to the model. It's a lot of Japanese in there, but some of their rules are kind of different. And basically, this all this instruction sheet is. It's it's a pretty simple kit. It gives you the part call out or your parts trees. Then you open it up, and basically step 1 is building the front suspension. Step 2 is putting the suspension together. Don't glue these parts because it wants the wheel to turn. Step 3 is building the rear end and then putting it together onto the chassis. Step 4 is, it's got a lot of options right there, but basically it's just painting, showing you your different paint call outs, and then if you want to use the automatic shifter or the stick, and then your seats, and it's giving you your paint call outs. Number 5, you smack it to the chassis, pop in your windows, and step 6, you do a lot of your outside adhesive, outside appearance stuff. Then right here, it's showing you, you can add a fin if you want to, or that wiper. And then basically you add that to that and you're done. And then it has this right here, and then it's showing you how to put on the body decals. It's showing you, I don't know if this is, I really don't know what this right here is. If it's a paint call out, because I didn't see a paint call out anywhere. It shows, okay, here's your paint call out. Alright, here's your paint call out. It's calling for silver, flat black, orange, yellow, natural gray, metallic blue, clear red, and clear orange. That's not a very big call out, you know what I mean? So you got a paint, decal. That's why I like looking at some of these foreign kits. I'm like that. So today's review was over the Fujimi Sprinter Torino BZG, basically a Toyota AE11. Well, let's do some wheels. Let's look at some wheels. I got oops. Haven't got to size the car up yet at all. Why don't we do it this way? Like I said, I got everybody's stuff packaged, ready to ship from the raffle. We had a little discussion on Facebook about what was the logistics of the raffle itself. Then we got into a small debate about, is it legal? Is it not legal? Is it gambling? Is it not gambling? Um, oh my god, that is crushing, dude. Now these are Aoshima wheels. I've had them for quite a while. I don't have a box for them, so I don't know exactly which brand they are, but they are a two-piece wheel, and I have the Revell. I have the Revell tuner tire on them for my own likings. Dude, that little thing looks sick. We got it sized up on some wheels. And then here are some Malibu. Right here's a Malibu die cast wheels that I got. The company's no longer in business, but they had a bunch of mini trucks. They had a bunch of mini trucks back in the day, and I bought several for the wheels. This is the last set that I have. The trucks weren't quite 124 scale. Man, them even look good on it. Now let's see what one of our big dogs look like on it. Yeah, it's a good looking little car. Here are some of our big, these right here are going to be the Aoshima Formula Mesh A4s. Now see, I think them are too little. Yeah, them don't look right. Man, but these sure looked good on it. Man, them look good. I think those look best on it right now. Alright, let's set this up so we can get it looking. Sometimes I see my buddy Tom Jackson's in here, and then sometimes we just spending the day mocking up stuff. We just have fun, sharing pictures with each other on what we've been mocking up. It's amazing how a set of wheels changes the visual.
That's not rotating.
Oh yeah, it comes molded in with that. It comes molded in with the radiator, but you can't see it through the bumper. Is what is amazing. The detail that they put there with the electronic fan, but there's no detail once you put the bumper on. It hides most of it. Let me clean this up real quick. I'm gonna get this bumper to fit real quick. Guys, I see NYS is in here. Hope you guys are taking part or either getting done with his Pro Street build that he has going on with the YouTube community right now. What's up, Gerald? There is a new page too on Facebook, guys, called oh my god, it was right on the tip of my tongue, and now I've done forgot it. Scale Life. You guys can go there. It's a group by another friend and follower. But you guys can go over there and check out his page. some nice, really nice builds going on over there. I can't say his name. I don't want to butcher it up. But he's a good dude. Hey, what's up, Whitey? I haven't seen you post in a while, but I hope you're doing well, buddy. If you guys are new here and seeing some of the guys posting, saying hello, jump on over there, click on their avatar pictures, go subscribe to their page. It might not be your cup of tea on what they're trying to share, but the growth in the community, you never know what you can learn from someone. Like I said, I'm head deep now into figurines, just by watching other channels. I got some of you guys that follow me had started doing figurines. I know Stig had picked up some. I know. Yeah, and then there's our good friend George Ramos from Vision 124. Don't forget to support him. The Diversified Scalers Club, which he is a big part of. George, brother. Oh, here it is, right here. Right here. Don't forget, they got a show coming up in September. Right there for the Diversified Scalers. George, for you guys coming in here late, was just doing an inbox review of this little Toyota Sprinter I got. Toyota Sprinter. Sprinter. I'm going to trim that back just a little bit. For you guys that join the Facebook People's Choice live auctions, they're going to be doing a big Boston special tomorrow's auctions. You got some of the guys from New York meeting up with Francisco from California, and they're having a big raffle type thing up north there in Boston, Massachusetts tomorrow. Guys, I'm going to glue this bumper on real quick. I think I got her sized up to fit. If you guys are interested in this kit, go back, watch the beginning parts of the video. I showed you some of the goods, some of the bads, some of my likes and dislikes of this kit. It is something that I will be building. I just got a lot on my plate right now, dealing with some family stuff. I got some family stuff going on. Ain't really got me a chance to focus on my C1 stuff for Scaledworld. So today I'm just taking a little break to try to do this little review I wanted to start. Pete at Scaledworld, guys, here in a few days we'll have he has a section up there with some out-of-box reviews, some into-the-box reviews, however you guys want to call them. Posted up there already. I'm just giving you a little feed of what I have. So now I'm going to hold that together. Once I did some trimming and some sanding on it, guys, the gaps actually went away. Remember the gaps we were talking about earlier? They actually closed up. So always test fit, dry fit, and then add your glue to see where your problems would go. I've seen a lot of people just go all hog wall into something, and they don't do the dry fitting and stuff, and then it leads to a lot. The white one is a Regal, and the tire fell off. The white one is Regal, and this is actually a customer's build. I opened the doors for it. The trunk is open. The hood is hinged and opened. It's going to have a bench seat in it. I've closed off the hood. I took the hood scoop off of it. Then the bench seat will be in there. Rear hydraulics. It will set like that, or it will 3-wheel. Let me see. It will set like that, or I can juice it up to the 3-wheel motion. Shut that door. Yeah, I'm actually building this for a customer right now. Gerald, maybe on the next one. You can go to the sales shack right now. Go to the salesshack.net, Gerald, and he has some stuff in stock. I don't know if the 1109s are back in stock yet. You can always do it here. You can always go to our good friends Chip and Lisa over at extremescaledetail.com. They usually stock it, or you can go to Pegasus themselves, brother. And then, like I said, it will all close up. And then Powerball slipped. But even on the rear end, I made it to where the cylinders are, they got the power balls in them. So that way it will 3-wheel left or right. Pancake, raise, But on this build, it was only the rear that we talked about doing. And like I said, like right now, it's back up in there. Then I still got to do the trailing arms and the brace and stuff. Just got a lot going on. Okay, so I just went ahead and did some quick Tamiya extra thin on there, just so we can see what the true look will be. Like I said, our good friend on Facebook, Scale Lenses, he is doing an out-of-box series, a what's in the box series, and he will show what photo etch and everything that comes with the kit and everything. He goes way more into it than what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, we kind of did just like a little quick thing with the 2 different Sunnies and the 2 different Honda Civics last week, or the last time we pulled kits out. I did just get a bunch of bench swag in from our good friend Steve Hemming over at over there at the Hyro Boy. We got all kinds of his truck decals, so I had to put one right here with the kit. And then I got this one, which is a pretty big one. Love this one here that I got from him. And then our diversified scaler logo is still up there. We love these guys in this group. Though I'm not a member of diversified scalers, I consider these guys like to be my brothers, man. Great group of guys up north in Jersey. I couldn't ask for a better set of friends. I really like this Hyro Boy sticker, but I think the best one was this one. So I got all three from Steve. I got Steve's bearded picture, and then right here just to show all the stuff that, you know, Steve and them stock. I really need to break down and buy some bell kits. They're a bit on the pricey side. I'm after the Sunny trucks right now. I got a few plans I want to do with some of the C1 stuff. Here, Jason, here's one thing I want to show you. Here's one thing I want to show you. Let me get my foil out. Okay, I got a sheet of foil right here, Jason. Alright, now, let me get... Here, get up for a minute. I don't have any gold wheels right off hand, but I have these gold wheels that I made. These gold wheels here were made from using a 1970 Impala factory hubcap. And then the 1109 ring, I just, you know, popped the 1109 spoke out, took a 1970 Impala hubcap that's supposed to be for the factory hubcap, and then I put it in there like this to make me my own style knockoff wheel. So here's what I do. In order for, I don't have no chrome. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, a set of Pegasus gold wheels. A set of Pegasus gold wheels kind of looks like that. You know, they're not really gold, they're not really chrome, or they're so gold from Pegasus that they look orange. So what I do is I have a Sharpie marker. Here it is. I got two Sharpie markers. You want to look for a Sharpie marker that looks like a mustard lid, not a yellow. Let me turn this off. You look for, they're called marigold. So get on eBay and look. You want a marigold. You don't want yellow. Then like right here's your chrome. You just take the Sharpie marker and you can just draw right on it like this. And that way you just always have to just buy chrome. And then that way when you do your gold plating, it all matches. Your gold will always match. It's not like using the yellow. You use gold. And then that right there, when you do your door handles and stuff, your gold is somewhat going to match up. See what you kind of see what I'm saying? So you just use that marigold marker. Yeah, I mean, because one thing is bare metal foil gold is going to be a different shade than Revell's gold, a different shade than the Tamiya gold, because we know Tamiya sells some gold wheels. It's going to be the different gold that other factories will use. So if you use a chrome tape and make all your gold with one Sharpie, and like I said, you know, you can do it thin if you want to do your door handles and stuff like that. You know, you can get as thin as you need. You know, you can do it real thin like that too with the fine tip. It's not a cheap marker, and I had to search for it for a while, So you need to be looking in artist markers or something like that, you know. Um, um, what, what, what kind of paint are you using, Jason? Because if you go and if you have a good durable paint and a good durable clear coat, um, I use this lighter fluid. I get it at Walmart. What? And I'm gonna pull my camera up a little bit better. I use it at Walmart and whatever. Okay, lacquer paint, then clear. Okay, look, you guys just watch me do this, right? If you use the lighter fluid and you're getting sticky stuff left over after your tape or whatnot, Jason, just a little dab of this. I just take a little dab of this, and it will take the sticky and everything right off. And then it does all that right there. It takes it right off. You guys see me do this right on camera. And look, the gold is gone. It will work on the markers. It will work on your stickiness, you know, when you have sticky stuff left around. It's not as harsh as thinner, but it still will break down your sticky stuff without damaging your paint, because you do never want to put virgin thinner right back on your plastic model. So, and it's just cheap. I think $2.30, $2.40, something like that for this bottle. It's a pretty big bottle. Yeah, because it's not as strong as a paint thinner, but it still has the components to break down the stickiness. Still has to break down the stickiness of the stuff. Yeah, because look, I can write here on my glass. I can write it on glass and everything. And then you see right now, since it's still on my fingers, the this right here soaked through the rag. Now I just grab the rag too, and it'll take it all the way off. It breaks it down without damaging and distorting anything. And it's a permanent marker. Here it shows you permanent marker. But it's called Marigold. And usually what I do is I got so used to doing my work. I get so used to doing my work, I cut all my, I'll cut all my, for me, on the belts and buckles, you can't beat the photo etch. You're going to have to break down and get you some photo etch. Here, like I say, I buy a lot of photo etch from Chip and Lisa over at Extreme Scale Detail. There's just some things you can't beat when it comes to photo etch, or I mean to seat belts and stuff like that. And one thing is the buckles, man. You have to buckles, and then the battery detail. I buy the crap out of battery detail. Right there. To me, there's no substitute. There's no substitute on that. Photo etch. Alright. So, this right here is my backup stock. When I buy it, I pick it up. It's not cheap, but you get several buckles. It's worth its weight in gold. I'm telling you. You'll love how your engine detail comes out and your interior detail comes out just by adding the real stuff. The ribbon I use is a 2mm ribbon. I don't know where it went. I use a small 2mm ribbon. A friend of mine um, used to have his own detail store, Scale Dreams, Rich Schwartz, but he went out of business, so I picked up a few bags of this before he left. But it's a 2mm ribbon. I use that, and then you can see how I have all my photo etch laid out here. You got a thing of random. You'll have a thing of random seat belts that you can buy from Model Car Garage. This right here is the random, and this 2mm ribbon. Like I say, I'm doing this behind the camera. You see how easy that went through, and it's the perfect width. Perfect. You know, you can't beat that. And then here's photo etch. See, this right here is GM Pacific, or Suspif, whatever you call it. It will say the GM in the buckles. And then this right here is the generic, which it just has a lot of your center buttons, and then a bunch of different. Yeah, another thing you guys can do for seat belts, if you guys if you guys are having problems getting a supplier in your guys' area, here's another way to do some seat belts. Get you a piece of glass. I always have a piece of glass there. Take a piece of tape like this, just like Jason was saying. Take a piece of tape like this. Do your measurement. I have some stuff cut already. Like a lot of drag racing and stuff like that. What I do is just take this. I have 2 razor blades with a piece of plastic in the middle there to give me a good width when I'm doing my painting on the models. And then you can just go straight down the glass like that. Then you pull it up. Let me get a set of... I happened to show this once already. I guess I didn't know that. We'll use some of our Jeremy Johns Clearly Scale classic Recaro seats. And then here, you know, you'll have your seat like this. You can't get let me turn this down, and you can't get a supplier for you. You just make you some tape like this. You see I just cut it out. You want to make sure it's even all the time, and then you just lay the tape over where you want your seat to be, like so. And then, you know, I'll just do this one real quick like that. You wrap it around. Say you want a lap belt for some reason. Where's my X-Acto? Say you want a lap belt. So you just do that. Clip that off there. You can clip this off here. You don't have photo etch, so you make your belt like that. Just make a quick belt out of tape. Then I always save, where'd it go? Pop cans. So this right here is the inside of a Monster can. You can see where I sanded off the label. This stuff cuts fine. Just get you a pair of scissors. You can do some quick cuts like that. And then I have a pickup pencil that I got from our friends over there at ISM show. And then you just... It's not perfect, guys. I'm just showing you. But right there like that with the pop can, you have your seat belts, and you have little metal buckles. You know, you can detail them up the way you want. 5-point harnessed. You'll just want to do a circular. You want to do something circular there for your crotch, for the crotch buckle. And you just cut that off here like that. Most of your 5-point harnesses come off of a roll cage, so then you just roll that like that, and then you have that around your roll cage, and then make you a second, and then make you a second piece like that, and then you'll play around. There's all different styles of seat belts and locking mechanisms. But look right there, it's just tape. And if you make it like this, all your whips will always be the same. You make it as wide as you need to, but it's just two razor blades together with something in the middle, and then I tape it so that way I can hold on to it, and then all the belts will be the right size. And like I said, just use the inside of a pop can, and then you glue it down where you need to be. I have a leather punch, but I don't know. I have a leather punch. Let's see if we can't get a round circle out of there. Yeah, that's true. Right here, I just took my leather punch, guys. I took my leather punch. Punched me out of center. And then you can put that right there. You have your center lockout. And then you can build all your other plugs to go into there. Just something quick like that. Kind of looks like a bejewel, but you can see I punched it right out of here. That's another cheap way if you guys don't want to do it with the photo etch. But the way an interior looks, once you had all that photo etch in it, you guys will be thankful to spend the $7 to buy the photo etch. Trying to get something out of the case for you guys to look at. Because here's an interior with the photo etch in it, just the way it just looks. Come on, focus. It just looks so much better with the real photo etch in it. For me, anyway. I had this out in the case in a while. Now this right here was the 2010 Revell convertible kit, the gold snap together kit, and then I added the Boss 302. I added the Boss 302 front bumper and rear bumper to it. Made my own fin. Added the Boss 302 hood, and then the Coyote motor from the pre-painted 2014 GT car in there. And then I added all the chassis and everything from the Boss 302. And then, not to destroy the Boss 302, I took the bumpers and stuff off that and put it on the Mustang Ranchero. And because I used the Boss 302 stuff to build that, I went ahead and added the bumpers from the snap together kit onto this, made my grill and everything, and then made a little Ford Ranchero Mustang. I'm missing a mirror. What in the H? Oh, it's in there. Hello, Stig. We was just talking about you, brother. You guys, if you guys ain't checked out Stig's latest video, um, I think he went crazy. He has a huge remote controlled um, big rig he's about to disassemble and fully detail. It's a remote control, but he picked up another cab and he's going to fully, he's going to open the doors, the hood. He's fully doing it. He's fully doing it. I was excited, like you guys seen that we was doing the review for this Sprinter earlier. We got a little offside. I don't mind asking questions. That's what we're here for. We do have an email address if you guys have more questions and want more more advice or tips on anything. You can contact us at Scaledworld WEEKLY at yahoo.com. Leave your questions. You can leave your questions and we can answer them here live, or we can answer you through email, through Facebook, or whatever you guys prefer. Stig, I'm going to need your help, brother. I picked this up. It's missing the hood and this top wing, which ain't really important to me, but I was after the hood. Nowhere in the States can I find this kit. Scalemate says it hasn't been produced since 2000. The pickup truck. Alright, the pickup truck was supposed to be done 2 years ago. It's something I started, was really excited about building. One thing led to another, and it got pushed. It got pushed back. Now the rear end come loose. But as you can see, I made all the drive shafts. It's got all the U joints in it. It's got an axle brake with all the bolts and stuff in it, an axle mount. It was getting fully worked over. Has a big block motor in it, all wired, batteries wired. All the throttle linkage, all the EGR valves are in it. Custom made throttle body. The hood is hinged. The front end has all the power assist. Has a stabilizer bar, has the center link, all that done. It has, screw this wheel off. I made all the spindle. All that's been done. Screw the wheel back on. This is a build that I was doing alongside with George over there at Vision 124. He is doing a Shelby version, and then I was doing this lifted version. A few other people were working on them, and me and George, well, I can't speak for George, but I got sidetracked over and over and over again, and it just is what it is. But all the drive shafts are aluminum. It's got all brass U joints in it. That's not paint, that's real metal. That's watch parts and stuff that I put in there. The front brake has the axle brake as well. It's got some of the vintage So Real IROCs on it. This has been a good topic the last week on Facebook. People are on eBay selling these wheels and tires now for $60 a set. The die-cast, I've seen the die-cast trucks that these come on, that at one time we were paying $20 for. One guy's getting $700 out of them. I can't believe that. Almost started thinking about pulling these apart. I'm just not that good with rubber molding and casting stuff, and I don't think these would be worth having if they were solid resin. I think we need to have them a rubber resin. I believe, don't hold me to it, but I believe B&L resins on eBay offer the wheels in solid resin at a decent price. I think $8 a set, $9 a set. But it's a fun little truck. I got sidetracked. It's tall as all get out. I built another one. Well, I restored my dad's truck. I restored my dad's truck a few years ago. He built the original kit he'd built in 1980, and then I took it and rebuilt it, and it's got another style of so real wheels on it, but you can see I made this one here still a little, it's taller, it's even taller than this one. I mean, this truck is going to be a lifted monster. If you look at the two front ends together, that thing's a beast. I replaced that AMT grill from the trucks with the Broncos. It would be on the Boss Hoss Bronco. Then the hood is hinged on this one too. And then it's got the Shelby motor in it. Then it's fully detailed. Now I made these aluminum slots. I grinded out the so real wheels, and built this. Then, like, again, the drive shafts and stuff are all handmade, all aluminum exhaust. Rear end's got the drain plugs in them. The transfer case has the drain plug in them. Just fun to detail. The rear bumper's all custom made. The trailer hitch even comes out so that way, ain't nothing worse than walking through a parking lot and you do a shin nick on one of these, man. It'll totally mess you up. So, Bill, guys, I would love to come. I really only have the Volkswagen Rabbit. Pete has the Sunny. But like I said, I got some family things going on. I just won't be able to make it to the show. I wish I could be there. But family first. Hopefully the Heartland guys keep the show going, and I can take a chance to go back next year. I know over the last year they had a founding member of the club passed away, Dan Kozine, and so I don't know what the goal for the club is right now. So yeah, everything's all right. It's just I gotta pay attention to some stuff here at home. I'm pretty good, Junior. How are you? This is one thing I wanted to see why we got wheels out. Now, this is the Fiat. Like I said, I'm missing the hood. It's a Revella Germany kit. It's got some issues with it. Like, there's a shit ton of flash on this car. But I wanted to peep the wheel game out on it. Let me see. I just had... Where'd that one set of wheels go? Here are the mesh. Uh-oh. The mesh ain't in there. What did I do with the mesh? Did I just put them back in the box? Where did those go? Here they are. It's a Fiat 131 Rally. It's missing the hood and a top fin, but the hood's more important than anything. But other than that, it's all complete. Oh my God. Look at this little beastie. Oh, hell yeah. You guys see that? Whoa. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have a turbo stick. Damn, that's sick. That was the first wheels I tried on it too, damn. So, I really can't give you guys a kit review of this one, because I don't have all the parts. But that does look good. Yeah. Let's bring it up higher. Let's put these up. Let's bring it up higher so we can get. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, Jason has a video series up of using cheap. We're talking cheap. He built his switch box cheap. He built all the setup cheap. Go check out his airbag system. He has one that's working already completely done, but it's just the rear. And then Jason has it to where it's set up to do the all-around. He has it set up to do the 4 airbags all the way around, and it's really on air. At first, when I first started watching that series, Jason, and I seen how you make the switch box, I thought you were just building a fake switch box. And then I realized what you were doing with the syringes and stuff. I'm not going to give all of Jason's secrets away, but you guys need to check it out. It's a very neat an interesting video on the way he set it up, and the shit lifts and works. That's what's cool. It's just not a gimmick. It actually works and lifts. Look at that on them. These wheels here were donated by Scaledworld to me for the C1 Sunny build, but yeah, I bought those other wheels and put on it. I'd bought and put my own set of wheels on it, and then Pete told me just to keep these wheels for another project. They probably won't stay on the Fiat, but man, they look good on here. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I like the switch box. At first, I thought it was just going to be a plain Jane looking switch box just to set next to the Impala. Build, and I wasn't thinking that he cut a Sharpie marker. He cut one of these apart. He uses this, and instead of the syringe, I don't have no syringe here. Instead of the syringe being with the push down handle, you know how it has a thumb grip and push down handle, he uses this. He does this chrome just like a real hopping toggle would be, but he uses it to push the air in. And it seemed like to work like a charm on the video. And he's using dollars headphones, cheap pharmacy syringes, leftover boxes, just from what he has laying around the house. I think one was a cigarette carton box and one was an old cell phone box. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Just to see the ingenuity to get his vision from an idea to working was just great. I liked it. Ooh, I found even lower profiles, guys. The billow set. Right here, the billow set. This tires are even, well, they look, yeah, they're thinner. They're a lot lower profile than the mesh. Oh my God. Dude. I think the word of the day is dude. Look at these. They don't fit down. Oh yeah, there they go. Ron, I think these look, oh, snip snap. See, I got a plan. I got a plan. I've been talking to Pete at Scaled World. I got a plan for some sunny builds. So we bought, what do we get? We got a dozen of these Aoshima 14 inchers. So I want to play around with some ideas. So I don't want to guarantee these wheels on any project just yet. But man, I could see a big exhaust coming out of the back of this. Do like they do the Camaries and the other Japanese cars, but do it with the Fiat. Dang. Yeah, look at that. That. Whew. I think with that body, now I'm gonna have to bust out my Escorts. Dang it. That looks great. That just looks too damn good. No, I'm talking about the Hazuka. The Hazuka's exhaust. Something way up high like this. Dude, I gotta see the Escort, guys, on this. I'll have to waller out the wheel wells. Oh, mother. I know my boy Punch is probably watching the ISM show right now. They're doing their build night, and sometimes I don't like to show when they're doing their build nights, but I just wanted to sit down here for a few minutes with you guys. Oh, dude, see, this is why I can't speak for these wheels yet, because look at this snaps. Dude, Escort. See, these look kick on the Escort with this big wide body. These wheels look awesome. Dang. See, now I don't know. That Escort looks dope. I have a few of these Escorts. Go be, or a lot of your eBay A lot of your eBay Japanese suppliers, they're stocking all the 14 inches again. They're all back out. So this right here, this set here is the Biblo. Dude. And like I said, I got the new Italy version of this. This right here is the Revell version. Yeah, those wheels look... Sheesh. That's why I hate mock-up day. Oh. Guys, this is Minnie. I appreciate you guys coming in today, hanging out with me. Don't forget to stop by the Sales Shack. Check out some of Brian's paints over there. Check out some of the deals that he has. Don't forget, subscribe. Not subscribe, but send in some of your builds to scaledworld.net. And we would love to see you guys, his work getting out there and letting other people see your work as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's review of the Sprinter Toyota AE11. And we'll see what we can review. Like I said, the reviews won't be constant. It'll be whenever we get things in. Whenever we get things in, we'll do a few updates. I would love to give you guys an overview of this Fiat. It's a neat little kit, but it's missing some parts. I got it really cheap. There's one on eBay now. It's the Essex version of it, which is the early version, and it's pushing $200. Who was it? They have a detail set for this Fiat for the 131 Rally, and it was pushing almost $200 just for a photo etch set. It's a crazy cool looking car. Very expensive to upgrade. I know that's much so far. What am I missing? I'm sitting here trying to clean up as I'm talking to you guys. Be thankful for you know, what you've been given in life. We all have different levels of this hobby. Don't try to compare yourself to someone else. It's either going to irritate you or upset you to the point to where some of you guys give up on the hobby. And we definitely don't want to see that. You know what I mean? We're not all the same builders. We don't all like the same stuff, but we all have the same interest. We've seen over the years, case in point, our friend right there, Tom, Wood Chopper Hollow, somebody left a negative comment, because Tom, is a very, he loves his ideas, just like me here. So when he gets an idea, he's a builder like me that has to get it to the table just so he can visually see it in scale, what he's seen in his head. And at one point, somebody was leaving negative comments about having so much or what he was doing to a kit. And in Tom's own words, he was like, "This is my stuff. My ideas and my choice to do it," and that stands true. Just because you might not think a Johann Hurst needs to be cut up and turned into a 70 Impala, that's what I chose to do. And I'd rather support somebody doing what they're choosing to do than doing something that they don't enjoy just to follow the herd, or you know what I mean, follow the trend, I guess. Yes, he is. Andrew, are you headed to the show this year? Tom, what I really love, like, you guys know how rare the Johann Mavericks are, or how hard they're getting to be. One of my favorite builds. Love the Johanns. I got 4 here in front of me. 2 promos. And when the people see um, when people see stuff like this Maverick here, um, I cut the trunk a little different. The trunk supposed to go up to the window, but I cut it a little short so that way I can hinge the trunk. It has the Mach 1 hood on it that I custom made fit from a plastic kit. It has the inner workings of a 2013 Pulse 302 on the inside. The motor, it's all plumbed and wired. It has a 2013 Mustang chassis. I cut it, made my own floor pan. The newer Mustangs, the gas tank's up here. There's nothing back here. Made my own exhaust and everything. So when I set that on the table, it's got Steve Zimmerman tires on it. It's got MAS aluminum steering wheel, steering column, brake pedals. I forgot who did the shifter, but the shifter's photo etch. It's got lockout reverse. It's all fully detailed. I removed the molded in headlights and put plastic lenses in it. It's got lenses in the body for the marker lights, and like I said, 4-wheel disc brakes, you know, the whole nine been done. Cut it open, and people's like, you know, that's a $200 Johan kit. You should have kept it a drag car, or you should have kept it in a box, you know. I was lucky enough that this right here, out of 400 models, it's taken best Ford, it's taken best motor, it's taken best interior. I was surprised. Best street machine, and you know, this is just something I built to have fun, and it was when some people's like, I can't believe you did that to Johan Maverick, you know, they don't make the car no more, you know, they don't do this, and here it is. I cut it all up. Yeah, I've been watching you do that. Yeah. So, you know, it's the enjoyment of the hobby. I'm going to do what I want to do to it because that's what I love to do to them. Um, I just wish they wasn't so outrageous, Stig. You know, I wish they were more affordable. Sometimes when you go to buy a model kit, sometimes now it feels like we're trying to buy our model kits from Barrett Jackson. And here's the two promos. Both of them have the pillars broken the same area. You know, and the promos ain't cheap. For some reason, this tan one is always in the upper $200 to $300 for some reason. And you would think that would be the most common color. So I don't know what makes the tan ones. I didn't give that for these. But I like the promos because when the promo comes around, you'll see they don't have the marker lights in the grill. And with the promos, they have the full-blown interior. On my maroon one in the middle, I had to customize the Mustang seats to have a full-blown interior in that car. Yeah. One that, like I said, the Dodge Challenger, the C1 Dodge Challenger that we're building for Scaledworld.net, we're setting at about $200 worth the product to put into it. That's before we bought any paint. That's before we did any building. That was just accumulating the body kit, the hood, the bumpers, wheels, tires, the motor, you know. Yeah, I love these Mavericks, man. If these Mavericks would come back out for one day only, shit, I would try to buy a case of them. Then here's an original one I built years ago. You can see I used the Cutlass scoop from a 442. It's got the old original AMT archant wheels from the Torino the one of the Torino AMT Torino kits. The hood, I didn't hinge the hood back then. Look how crude I cut models up way back then. You know, I was just building to build, but that's a survivor. I've had that one for years. It's got the 66 Nova Pro Street inner fenders and stuff in it. The big block Ford out of one of the Shelby Mustang kits, I think it was. History, boys, history. You can see the difference of the two building styles as they turn around the table. The finish and the paint and everything. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't know, right now on my Facebook page, I have a donation thing set up. Young Model Master James's mom has a GoFundMe page. But what I would like to do is I set up a topic on my Facebook page asking for you guys that follow me on Facebook, that follow the Mr. Mini Dreams on Facebook, to do your donations to my Scaledworld Weekly PayPal. And on July 1st, we're going to make a large donation. Anybody that donates will have their name included, but we wanted to see as how much we can donate to James's mom and to James for James's. It's James kind of like James Make-A-Wish Foundation. James is facing a very, very heavy future, is what I should say. And we want to do our best through the Mr. Mini Dreams community to see what we can do as a community. You guys can go to James's mom's GoFundMe if you want to donate straight to that itself. But next week, over the next week or so, we're going to do some auctions to raise some money for James, and you guys can go and straight donate. Anything helps. $1, $5. You know, we've had some good donations so far. We've had a few anonymous donations, but we're nowhere near what I want to be at for James. But we're going to be giving away some stuff over there. Bill, that you see in the topic now, Bobbleheads Rod Shop. He has donated a pretty cool looking submarine. He gave it to me about a year and a half ago. I didn't know what the heck I was ever going to do with it, and we decided to use it for this donation. No, not right now. We decided to use it for so next Wednesday, hopefully next Wednesday, we're going to here's a little submarine that Bill sent me. Let me turn the turntable off. No sense of wasting batteries. Come on. And move that out of the way. Guys, you know what? I built an 8-foot bench and still ran out of room. It's a pretty neat little submarine. One thing we were thinking, we don't know. I was going to give this away when we got to $100 worth of donations, but so far we haven't hit that yet. But I kind of want to give you guys something to turn, to look at. If you want to donate, it comes with wires, hoses, an octopus that you got to build, a paper octopus, which is pretty cool. You got to build that out of paper, and there's some hoses and stuff. But even if you didn't want to build the submarine itself, which looks pretty neat, Look at some of the gadgets for you guys that do your mini trucks and the frames. Look at some of the product that you could use for your frames. So what me and Bill had thought about was, instead of trying to reach the $100 in donations before we gave this away, we would do a little bit of a raffle, of an auction type thing. You know, we can bid on the whole kit. The kit don't go anywhere. We'll bid on the parts keys, because there's a lot of neat, pieces of plastic in here that could be used, like I said, for some rear end detail, chassis detail. Even if you didn't want to build the submarine, you would still be able to dissect this kit. You know what I mean? You can dissect this kit into building something that you would use. Bill was thinking about using the lids. Bill likes to build a lot of custom stuff, and you know, I could see this dome going on top of something. You know, have like a one little cedar thing with the old Daryl Starburst style custom, or you know, something like that. You know, you never know. So first we'll try to auction off the whole kit, and then we'll see what happens. And if we don't get no interest, me and Bill thought we'd just auction off parts of the tree itself. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is Minnie from over here at Mr. Mini Dreams, Scaledworld Weekly. Don't forget, you guys, Scaledworld Weekly at yahoo.com is also our PayPal. If you want to donate anything, go to PayPal. When you put in your donation, do it friends and family, and in the little note box, put down James' wish. And that's what we're trying to go for, helping James out. 100% of what is donated is going to James Schultz, which is in our chat right now as Young Model Master. Well, I don't know what happened there. We kind of got flipped around there, didn't we? All right, guys. Well, I don't know what's going on with this camera. We'll talk to you guys later. This is Minnie, and I'll see ya.